Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way at all. Hell no. Listen, I understand that a lot of people gonna watch this video, and from the intro they gonna think like, nah, we gotta protect black women and all that. I understand that. We gotta protect black women. That's all cool. That's all good. We gotta protect black men also too. And we just gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth today. Will Smith did not smack Chris Rock because Chris Rock disrespected his wife at that awards. He didn't. I'm sorry to let you guys know he didn't. We're gonna explain what happened.
DJ Bandana Black and Doris Records.
Yeah, man. Bandana Black, he always played local music, for Buffalo, man. That was the only DJ we really had, you know what I'm saying? And he always showed love, man. Always been a fan, since day one. I knew him before. I knew him before he was even Bandana Black, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like when he became, on the radio, a radio DJ, man, he just always showed love, man. So, definitely shout out to Bandana Black.
Yeah, Bandana Black.
DJ Bandana.
All right, check this right. Usually I have like a funny disclaimer in the beginning of the video. And at first I was gonna be like, no, this is a serious video, so I don't have a disclaimer. I really just couldn't think of a funny disclaimer for this video. But listen, check this right. Will Smith, right? Now I just want to say this up front. Nobody is perfect, male or female. So women is not perfect, men is not perfect. But I'm gonna be 100% honest in this video only because I think that Will Smith is headed in a direction that most of us we don't realize what's going to happen to this man if somebody doesn't give him some help soon. So basically it is right. And I know I probably lose a lot of my female followers, my female subscribers and all that with what I'm about to say, which is cool. The same way I lose a lot of my male subscribers and male viewers when I say something that's real and that's true that males don't agree with, so they just unsubscribe. So I'm okay with females who I'm not gonna say all females who don't want to deal with the reality of the truth. So females who actually understand the truth, females who actually respect themselves and their relationships and their man, they're probably gonna stay and understand what I'm saying, right? So we're gonna have to take this back a little bit, right? So Will Smith is pretty much over. I'm gonna keep it G with y'all. Will Smith is pretty much done, and it's because of in my opinion, his love of a toxic female. And this is the reason why I say it's toxic. I know a lot of people gonna say, well, no, he's supposed to be there to protect them, and no, he's supposed to be do this. No, I don't want to hear that. We're gonna break down the truth, right? So my opening statement that Will Smith did not smack Chris Rock for disrespecting his wife, for saying that the G.I. Jane joke or whatever it was that he said when Will Smith went up and smacked him. I want to say it again. Will Smith did not smack Chris Rock because Chris Rock said that joke about his wife. Now that might have been included, that may have been the last straw of why he got up there and disrespected that man. And the reason why I'm gonna say disrespected is because we're gonna talk about that also too. I think that I don't think Will Smith was wrong, but I think he disrespected Chris. I think it was a better way of him actually doing that. Now, the reason why I say Will Smith didn't smack Chris Rock because of the joke, let's just be real, right? So all of my single guys that's out there, guys that's just in general not afraid of their women, are probably going to agree with what I'm saying. All those guys who are afraid of their women or who feel that they need to, they need to prove something to their women, which is Will Smith problem also too, which you're trying to prove something that's unprovable. Will Smith, I hate to say it, but your wife doesn't like you, bro. Your wife never liked you. She was okay. She was comfortable with the idea of the marriage of Will Smith and the kids and everything else and all that too. But realistically, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett did not like you, and she does not like you. Yes, she's your wife. At one point, she may have had some love for you, but she does not like you. And that is the problem. That is the reason why Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. It is because Jada Smith doesn't like Will Smith and has done several things to disrespect not only herself, but her relationship with Will Smith. Now, I know, hold up. I know a lot of people are going to get in the comments and say, well, they were on Table Talk or they were on here and they were publicly have an open relationship and this isn't just her fault. This is just his fault. Now, I said in the beginning, nobody is perfect. They're both right. They're both wrong. But when somebody is toxic, when somebody is actually hurting like your life, fuck whether you're right or wrong. You got to get away from that person. Now, the reason why I'm saying that it's her being toxic in this situation is because if you look back at the whole entanglement situation, right? Now, listen, ladies, now let me say fully what I'm saying, right? So for the people who say, well, Will Smith didn't respect it either because he had an open relationship, let me ask you this right now. Prior to Jada Pinkett, which is not, hold on, shouldn't her name be Jada Smith? You know what, fuck it, anyways, but you know her name should be, that's it right there, bro. She don't like you. Well, anyways, okay, so like I was saying, and pay very close to details what I'm saying. So prior to Jada Pinkett, who was the head of her relationship, who was the head of her marriage, who is the head of her, what is it called? Her, who was the head of they little thing, right? Prior to her publicly saying that they were in an open relationship or alluding to they were in an open relationship, and then Will Smith saying, yeah, I agree with my wife. That's what we chose to do. If you look at the pattern of what's going on, it's not Will Smith saying this shit. It's her saying it and him trying to make excuses and covering up to respect his wife, to protect his wife, to protect his black queen. What you guys, what you, a lot of you people are saying, a lot of you females are saying. But at the end of the day, honestly, realistically, Will Smith is going to ruin himself. He's going to hurt himself. If Will Smith is hurting, he can't help anybody if he's hurting also too. And Jada Pinkett is just standing there, just smiling, just why this nigga just ruined himself. And all of you guys just champion this behavior, talking about protect black women. No, protect black men also too. What protecting did Will Smith need to do for Jada Pinkett, honestly, during those Oscars, right? So Jada Pinkett disrespected herself and her marriage. She made it open. She got on Table Talk and said how she did, when she said that she cheated, not entanglement, when she cheated, when she fucked her son's friend, that's what happened. She fucked her son's friend, which Will Smith was okay with her being in the house. And when he tried to make the excuse of saying, you know what, she felt bad and it was time for healing, what did she say on national TV? Disrespected this man even more and said, well, you know what, I don't really feel sorry about it because it was actually a good thing. It actually helped me. You're publicly saying that you cheated on your husband and he's saying that you're sorry for it. You want to move forward. And you're saying basically, nah, I ain't sorry for it. I'll do it again. It's what I needed because I'm freedom. I'm a woman. Well, be a freedom woman single. Will Smith is killing himself to prove a point to Jada Smith that he can't prove. She doesn't like you. She wants the same way how they were saying before, how she can't live without Tupac. You're married to Will Smith and you're publicly saying how you miss Tupac. If that's not disrespectful, I don't understand what else is. Now, mind you, I know a lot of people's gonna get in comments and say, well, that's not disrespectful. She should be able to talk about whoever she wants to talk about. That's cool. That's fine. The same way Chris Rock should be able to joke about whatever the fuck he want to joke about. And nobody have an issue with it. The only reason why most people had an issue with it is because Jada Pinkett had an issue with it. They both was laughing. When Chris Rock said that joke, they both were laughing. They both were laughing, hee, ha, ha, ha. It was a funny-ass joke. It wasn't until Jada Pinkett, not Smith, Jada Pinkett, with her, what is it called? Controlling, whatever. I don't even know the big words like that. It wasn't until she gave him that eye, and Will Smith realized that, damn, I'm fucking embarrassed again. I was embarrassed again when my wife was openly fucking August Alsina and the whole world was supporting it and saying that black men should protect black women. And not only was I embarrassed then, but now I'm embarrassed again because on national TV, this man is disrespecting me by disrespecting my wife, and I have to do something. That is the truth of what happened with Will Smith. I'm sorry. He probably can't say it publicly because he got to go home to her. Everybody that's in a relationship probably can't say it because they got to go home to their wives or to their girlfriends. But for every not real nigga, but for every real man that's out there that's looking at this whole situation, the totality of it, this man's wife publicly on national TV said, I fucked our son's friend. And even though you're publicly trying to save face and saying that, yes, it's sad, we're going to get healing, that I'm sorry for it, I'm not sorry. I'm still going to keep doing it. I'm going to do whatever I want because we got to protect black women, and you shouldn't be controlling me. That's the type of shit that Jada is saying right now. And I think that Will Smith, the reason why I want to do a video on this, right, because I understand that Will Smith was like, okay, boom, I'm going to withdraw my whatever from the Academy or whatever like that too, which I think is unfair because Will Smith fought hard. Will Smith did a lot to gain these things. And to throw it all away for a woman, I don't even want to say a woman because she doesn't respect y'all marriage, for a chick who doesn't like you, bro. Jada does not like you. To throw it all away for her, I think that is just unfair. It's unfair for your legacy. It's unfair for your kids, honestly. And this is going to sound harsh as hell, but I don't really know like the popular, like the correct way to say it. But if somebody want to be for the streets, let them be for the streets, bro. if Jada wants to publicly say that she's married and she wants to do entanglements and stuff like that, then let her do that by herself. Like, let her protect herself by herself. Let her provide for herself by herself. Let her do all that shit by herself. That's what she wants to do. I know a lot of people, again, are going to the comments and say, well, they both had an open relationship. And again, my question to you is, prior to Jada, which is not the head of their relationship, which not should be the person who can make this decision when you're in a marriage. Again, I'm not talking about this 2022 city girls, hot girl summer, this make-believe relationship marriage type shit that y'all have in y'all head, but I'm talking about the actual like definition of what a marriage is supposed to be. It's your husband that makes the choices. So even when Jada, you know what, we got to do a live. We're going to talk about, we're going to do this on live later on tonight, because I know this is going to open up a can of worms, and it is what it is. But when Jada messed up, when she said, even during that whole table talk, when she said, listen, August Alsina needed help, so I needed to help him, so I chose to help him, and then we got into this little relationship entanglement or whatever like that, and then we decided to be there for him. Do you hear the fucked up part of that? She's saying that she decided to start this relationship with him. She's in a relationship. She's married, which means she doesn't have the option. When you're married, you don't have the option as a female to say, I'm going to go spend time with this guy privately by myself, and I'm going to go mentor this guy and do this. I know a lot of ladies saying, well, that's controlling. You can't tell me to do that. Well, you can't decide to get married then, because that's part of respecting your husband, is not going out with the man, being alone with the man without your husband knowing about it. That's how you avoid these things called entanglements. That's how you avoid openly disrespecting your marriage to the point to where comedians feel that your life, your personal things is a joke. Jada Pinkett, not Jada Smith, doesn't respect Will Smith, does not respect her own marriage. So how could you expect Chris Rock, Chris Brown, Chris Humphrey, anybody to respect something that you don't respect yourself? Or how could you hold Will Smith accountable for respecting something that you don't respect yourself? I applaud Will Smith for defending himself. Chris Rock disrespected him by disrespecting his wife, and he got up there and smacked that man. My only issue with what Will Smith did, and I'm gonna keep it G with y'all, as a man, the only thing you could do more disrespectful than smacking a man, by open hand smacking a man, is spitting on a man. Honestly, I'm from the east side of Buffalo, and that's just how I was raised. The only thing you could do worse than smacking me is spitting on me. Now, if Will Smith would have went up there and punched Chris Rock face halfway off and stumped him, I would have had no issue at all. That's some man shit. That's cool. You respect. You walked up to him. It's not like you snuffed him. You walked up to him. It's not your fault he wasn't ready. And you fist fought that man. You punched his head off. You knocked him out. He woke up, bunny ears, whites of his pocket showing it all. Because if you go, you got to go all the way. Because you're going to jail either way, whether it's one hit or 32 hits and y'all jump them. So that's just how I go. But for you to open hand smack somebody, that's disrespectful. I don't think that you should ever smack another man. Like open hand smacking another man. I'd rather you shoot me, honestly. If you shoot me, you punch me, break my jaw, somewhere down the line after I probably kill 3 of your homies, we could probably dead that beef, you know what I'm saying, get over that. We can squash that beef eventually. But if you open hand smack me, I don't care if it's in private. The beef on forever, bro. For generations, forever. But I want y'all to hop in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Am I bugging, or do y'all feel that Will Smith didn't just smack Chris Rock because of what he said about his wife right then? I think that Will Smith honestly has been feeling a lot of hurt, a lot of embarrassment for a long time, and he couldn't. If he would have reacted this way during the red table, whatever that table talk shit is, people would have been, oh, he a sucker, oh, he ain't a real man, oh, he ain't this. And then he smacked the shit out of Chris Rock, oh, he ain't a real man, oh, he ain't this. Yo, Will, I'm gonna say this, bruh. Honestly, you gotta keep going. You already hit it, you gotta keep going. Chris Rock, I ain't gonna hold you, Joe. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. And again, I want to say this: I'm not any of you guys' fathers. I'm not your role model. I'm not your big brother, anything like that. I'm gonna give you the advice that I would give myself, bro. I don't know how to say this without like them now monetizing my video or me like getting locked up in a RICO case, but read between the lines, Chris Rock. Something gotta drop, bro. This man smacked you on national TV, and all you can say is Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me and looked like he was about to cry, bro. And then I hear your brother talk about you got 9, 10 brothers, and you talking about you're still trying to digest what happened. Yo, he smacked you that hard that you're still 4 days later you still trying to digest what happened. Nah, bro, you and your brother gotta go put some work in, bro. But shout out to Jada, that's a real nigga. And Will Smith, honestly, pray for Will Smith and pray for Jada, because if Will Smith doesn't find happiness and find some type of release soon, Unfortunately, and I hope not, his release might be Jada, and I'm not talking about that type of release. But you guys hop in the comments, let me know how y'all feel. Oh, I forgot to add this part too, bro. This is the most important part. Will Smith's daughter, this is a fact, Will Smith's daughter wrote a letter to Tupac saying, I hope you are alive, come back because my mother missed you, come back so she can be happy. I just want to say this. Will Smith's daughter is not old enough to know Tupac at all, period. Good parenting, good mother, Jada Pinkett, not Jada Smith. DJ Bandana Black and the Bandana fam. As always, this is my opinions. I open up the floor for you guys to talk about this. I'm out.